All right, it's the 1st of July, first day of the month. It's a Tuesday, and we've got about 30 minutes to the NY Open. Go to the charts in a second. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the calendar. So we've got no news. For the first 2 hours of the NY session, there's nothing, right? Tomorrow, there's some news, employment change. That's at 8:15 a.m. EST. And then on Thursday is the big one, NFP, 8:30 a.m. EST. Okay. But today there's nothing much. At around 10 a.m. EST, there is some news, which is it's not important news. Okay, should be a regular trading day. All right, let's take a look at the chart. Now we've had a massive push up. Started second half of NY session yesterday. Let's take a look at the weekly. We're pushing all the way back. We came to a decision level. We've had this green box mark since the last week or the week before that. On the daily, I've been saying that's a decision level, and you will know if it's going to hold and reverse price depending on how long price uh, stays in that area, right? So price came down. Just a second. So price came here to 3250. I think it was there for like 30 minutes or something. If you look at the 30-minute chart, yeah, just one 30-minute candle down, next 30-minute candle up, and we just continued to push up, right? We've pushed about nearly 900 pips. Okay, so prices, where is it coming to? It's coming to this area here, right? This is the next decision level. Let's put a box there. Triple three 864. All right, that's where it's heading to. We could get a pullback here, but eventually that's where it should be heading to, because that's on the daily time frame. That's the next decision level, because this supply, this drop base, 1 2 3 4 5 base in candles and a drop, took out this demand here, this drop base rally, right? So that's the next decision level. This is not a decision level because it didn't take out anything to the left. It was this. Interesting. This low was taken out by this candle and not by this. We could get a reaction at 3350 around this area before we push up. We could get a reaction and a pullback before price continues higher. We're very bullish at the moment. I would be looking to take a buy trade, not a sell trade. I would be interested. This is a lot of bullish volume. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, we spoke about this yesterday very clearly. I've been saying since yesterday that I'm going to be looking for buys. I did take a small buy, didn't hold it overnight, but price just skyrocketed overnight in the Asian session because we created demand here, we created demand here, 4-hour demand here, 4-hour demand here, and the next 4-hour candle just continued to create higher highs and higher lows and continue to push up. Now, Yeah, this low was taken out by this candle. This area could be significant. We could get a pullback here. It'd be risky trying to take a sell here, but if the lower time frames confirm, it could take a small sell for a continuation later on for price to continue higher, heading to this area, back to this area around 3367. That's where price should be heading to. All right. Okay, let's go to our trading chart. Now, unfortunately, like many New York sessions and over the last month and a half, we had no volume. You can see these candles all closing side by side in a range, absolutely no volume. So during the stream hours, that's a doji, doji, doji. All of these candles are dojis, almost like a doji, another doji. Just candles moving sideways, right? That's one, two, three, yeah, four, about 3.5 hours. 3.5 to 4 hours just moving sideways in this range. There was nothing to do. And then the second half of NY session, we broke close to above 3289 and then just pushed up with no pullback. So I think price was just waiting for the first 4 hours of NY session to be done with. And then the second half of NY session, it just continued to push up really nicely, right? I did attempt to buy here, took out, I think, somewhere here. Maybe I got about 80, 90 pips, I think, less than 100. I think maybe somewhere here. But it wasn't a convincing trade because to me, there was no pull. I was anticipating a pullback further down. I was anticipating a pullback further down here from the liquid. We did come to the liquidity candle, but I was anticipating a pullback further down to get the buys to go up. We were bullish as I kept saying that it's buys is what I want to take because we've broken structure. Started creating higher highs and higher lows. When price broke above these highs and pushed up there, that was a higher high, and then we were going to create a higher low and then continue. But it didn't come to exactly where I wanted. I wanted it somewhere here in the liquidity candle and then support form, but it just a pip above the liquidity candle and then just pushed up. All right. Okay, so let's get rid of all of these. Start this process again. Okay. All right, let's start. So price is here already. We've just tapped for our supply. Let's just take a look at that zone again. It's an old zone that we had marked early on. It's a 1 hour supply, not 4 hour supply. Yeah, it's this zone right here. Okay, that's the zone. Prices come into it. That's a drop. That one, 5 basin candles and a drop, right? I think we can narrow that down on the 30-minute to here. Yeah, to this close, I guess. 863. All right, so that's a 1 hour supply zone. That's where price is currently sitting at. Okay, and it is a high liquidity zone. Price is coming there for the first time. I do expect a reaction. It's coming there for the first time, right? Yeah, I think this liquidity candle is good. Don't think we need to redraw it. Yeah, I think it's good. We had drawn it a few days ago. All right, that's supply. Now let's take a look at demand. We have a push up. We have if you come down here, this is the most obvious demand, a rally base and a rally. Let's start there. Yeah, let's take a look at that on 1 hour. The 30-minute. Yeah, 1 hour is good. This low is 459.957. Okay, just bring this down so we don't overlap this. 74.59. Perfect. It's forward demand right now. Price has crossed. It's 3,300. There's a level here. There's a demand level there. Yeah. And there's one here, just under that BRN, or psychological round number, on the 1 hour. Those two. Apart from that, I don't see anything else important. Yeah. Could come here. Rally base rally. On the 1 hour, maybe there. Yeah. This one right here. That's the closest. 448, 295. 2.95, 448. It's 260 pips away. I'm going to mark this one as well, because that's a part of this 4-hour zone. Yeah. Could have a drop here. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. 138, 508. Let's mark this, open 871 220. Four five 216. All right. Okay, that's demand, right? That's demand. 1 hour demand zones. And then we have this 1 hour supply zone here, a very large liquidity candle. And the zone above that is this. We'll extend that to the right, along with the liquidity candle. Okay, I think we're good. Covered about 400 pips to the upside. Maybe this one as well. Okay, right, let's take a look at these zones. For high liquidity zones, we have 5 new zones here, 5 new demand zones. Price is pushing up. So on the way, when price is pushing up, when price is creating higher highs and higher lows, it tends to create support or demand levels, right? So you can see that it's very clear. We have 1 hour demand zones formed, a 4 hour demand zone here. And if you look at the 1 hour time frame, you'll see plenty of support levels formed. You'll see support here, you'll see support here, support here. All right. Okay, start here. This zone here, has it taken out anything to the left? Yes, it did. This one here, this rally based drop, right? So that's a high liquidity zone. This one here, did it take out anything to the left? Yeah, this one here. This drop, 2 basin candles and a drop. That was the high taken out by this candle here. This one here, did it take out anything to the right? Let's check the 30-minute time frame. No, this hasn't taken out anything. But this one has. We took out this high here. Rally based drop. And this 4 hour zone here, we took out this supply. Rally, 3 basin candles and a drop. Perfect. Okay. Now, it's quite a bit of a drop, 186 pips. Right, let's look for a liquidity candle in here, right? Let's look for liquidity candles in them. I don't think price is going to come all the way down, drop 500, 550 pips, but we might get a pullback to continue higher. That's the trade that I'll be interested in taking. But also got to keep in mind that this is the first time price is coming here to this liquidity candle. This is the first visit here. So we are going to get a reaction here, maybe from here, maybe deeper, but we are going to get a reaction to push down, right? So sells are possible today and buys are also possible today. Unlike yesterday where I was not interested in any sells, it was just buys. I was looking for price to push up, but it didn't come down as much as I expected it, as much as I wanted it to come down. All right, let's take a look at this area and see if you have a liquidity candle in here where price can push down and react to. Just a second. Yeah, there's no low on this candle, neither is a low here. It should drop. Let's go to 30-minute. Yeah, no bottom wick, hardly any bottom wick. We should push down. Should push down. We should push down. Maybe all the way down here, 200 pip drop all the way down here to this zone. Okay, let's take a look at this area. On the 1 hour, the largest candle, it's 73, 72. Let's look at the 1 hour. There's nothing. There's a 30-minute. On the 15-minute, 53, 58. Let's go with this. 868, 290. Let's take a quick look at that on the 5-minute. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All right. Next one. Here. Largest 1 hour candle, 68, 70. That's outside. 30-minute. 61, 71, 50. Let's go with the 30-minute there. 091, 398. Then on the 1 hour here, 121, 6, 30-minute there. It's outside. 90. 30 is good. 7807. Okay. Yeah, I don't, price is not going to drop all the way down here, 500 pips, but you never know. Never say never. Yeah, we covered the liquidity candles. Let's take a look at this one as well. Since we're here, let's take a look at this area. This one we can extend to the right. Price did kind of tap it yesterday, just by maybe fell short by a pip, and we pushed all the way up. Yeah, unfortunate, didn't get in on that trade. Okay, let's take a look at this area on the 1 hour. Looking for the largest bullish candle here. It's 108. 30-minute. Yeah, 30 is good. 104. Yeah. 796, 754. Done. That's it. Right. Time to spare. Right now, we're going to take a look at what price has done in the Asian and London sessions. It's obviously made a huge move. We're going to take a closer look at that move. Try to break it down. Okay, let's go to the 50-minute time frame. See where the market opened. That's the market open right there. Market opened at 3303.5, right? 3303.5. Yeah, we're very, very bullish. So the pullbacks are minor. The pullbacks are very less. There are no huge swing lows, no massive swing lows. Yeah, 50. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like 50 pip pullbacks. Okay, that'll have to do. 65. 508. 248. Okay. All right. So Asian session, the market open, push straight up. So Asian session, just the open moved about 120 pips, but all in all, it moved quite a bit, right? I would say about 250 pips in the Asian. Then in the London session, We moved about, again, 170 pips, but there are hardly any pullbacks, right? So price has done about over 500 pips today. Now, it's been very active in the Asian and London. Let's see if it has any volume today in the NY session or NYC session to maybe push, pull back, or retrace, create support, and then continue higher. That's the move that I'd like to take because we are very bullish. The 4-hour, the weekly, starting right from the weekly. Where is it? The weekly is bullish, right? The weekly is bullish. The daily is bullish. The 4 hours are very bullish. The 1 hours are one hour is very bullish. Yeah, 30 minutes bullish. You don't need to go any below that. The higher time frames, weekly to the 1 hour, right, are all bullish, right? So it makes sense to just wait for a pullback, create support, and take those buys up, right? I'm not really keen on taking sells. Not really keen on taking sells. Right? Let's see if there is a clean setup. We might look for a sell later on. Not now. Later on. But I'm keen on the buys if we have a pullback. Second. Yeah, we should be pushing up. We should push up. I think we should come up at least another 150 pips. At least, if not more. Yeah, 3367. Should be coming to 3367. That's the reason I'm not keen on the sells. I'm looking for pullback, support, and buys. Okay. Now, let's see what happened here. Just give me a second. We're going to take a closer look at what price has done in the Asian and London session. This is the NY Open, by the way. We're going to wait for the first 15-minute candle to close. I'm not going to do anything until the first 15-minute candle closes. 30-minute resistance is formed already. 1430, yeah. 30-minute resistance is formed. But we are well away from the sells are risky. You can't take a sell here. Sells are risky. Very risky. This is high. 232. 235. Yeah, sells are very risky. I'm going to take a sell here. I'm going to take a sell here. Because we're closed here. Yeah, it's taking a sell here. And because 3000, it's a liquidity candle, 30-minute resistance has formed. 3,350 tapped. Anticipating a pullback to come below these lows. Yeah. Taking a sell here. Yeah, to get to 33.43. 65 pips. Let's see. Tight stop loss, 29 pips. Yeah, 33.50. My entry was triggered just about 33. I've taken a small position here as well, just about 5 pips below, but anticipating price to come down to, what is this, 33.43. $33.40. Yeah, 70 to 100 pips. Let's see if you can get there. But I'm having a very tight stop loss. If you break the high, I'm closing it. That's it. This is my stop loss right here. 87. $292. 709. This is a risky trade. It's a counter trend trade. Let's see if you're can get a pullback to 33.43. That's about 70 pips to the London high. And then continue down to 33.40. Let's see. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, right? So that's the correct entry, 33.50, 28 pips stop loss. Anticipating about 70 pips. Let's see. If you come up here, I'm closing everything. I'm not going to, manage risk. I'm just going to close the trade completely. 33.50 to 92 because it's a counter trend trade. Um, shouldn't be taking counter trend trades. It's very risky because we're very bullish. It's better the buys are better. Price pulls back, that's better. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, so where were we? 15-minute time frame. All right, this is where the market opens. So second half of NY session. Sorry, second half of NY session, we were bullish, right? Very bullish. Price started to push up, continued, created a liquidity candle here on the 30 minutes, clear liquidity candle. Then price dipped and the market opened, right? And the market opened at 3303.5, and then we begin to push up from that liquidity candle well away from 3,300, and the BRNs, my eyes are on that red line there while I analyze this. We pushed up, we came down, there was a swing low formed, and that's the Asian low. Price pushed up, created another liquidity candle. Again, we formed the Asian high and a swing low, a swing high. Price pushed down, closed above, closed at the liquidity candle, then above the liquidity candle, stayed above, tapped the liquidity candle here again, continued to push up, formed another liquidity candle, continued higher, then a swing low to form the London low and tapped the liquidity candle and pushed straight up. We created a bit of a swing high here, closed above the London high and formed the London high, closed above it, continued straight up after that to the liquidity candle, and now we formed 30-minute resistance, right? Clear 30-minute resistance is formed after a while. Let's see if price can push down to create support and continue higher. Let's see. This is a very risky trade. I said this right from the beginning. It's a very risky trade. That's why I have a very tight stop loss on this. 27, 28 pips, anticipating price to push down, about 70 pips down here. And then if there is volume to continue further down to 3340, that's about 100 pips. Let's see if we can get there. But I won't be surprised if price just continues to push up, form support. Now, yeah, we formed 15-minute support already. If the 30-minute candle closes a doji or like a bullish candle, then I'm going to close. If this 30-minute candle doesn't break this low, I'm going to probably close a couple of my positions because it's a risky trade. I keep saying this is a very risky trade. Price needs to break this candle, 30-minute candle low, to continue down. Needs to, in fact, close below 33.47. There is 15-minute support here. Needs to close below 33.47 to continue down. Any questions on the analysis, on on the setup that I'm waiting for? On the setup that I'm waiting for, this is not the setup I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for buys. I'm waiting for price to push down, create support, and continue higher. Now, if you come up here, I'm going to very likely going to close. I'm not going to wait for price to hit my stop loss. I'm going to 1430. Yeah, we should break this high. But if we close, if the 15-minute candle, oh, we closed. But no top wick. I'm going to break this high as well, this one here. I've taken very little risk anyway. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Let's see. That's my Next order at the sniper entry level, 33.51.46 or 47. If we come up here, yeah, if you push up, push straight up, I'm closing. I'm going to close a couple of positions here. $28 pips. Yeah. Closed a couple. Not comfortable. We're pushing up. About 25 pips, 27 pips I closed. Couple of positions. I've just got these two now. Yeah, I'm going to close this. Closed. I've got this one entry, 14 pip stop loss. Let's see. Yeah, 10, 11 pip stop loss on these trades. All the ones below I closed. Yeah, it's coming up. Got my finger on the trigger here. If we come to this red line, I'm closing everything. So this is about 11 pip stop loss, 10 point, yeah. It's about 12, that's about 14. Yeah, closing. Closed. Yeah, closed well before the breakout. So that was about 10, 10 pips, 8, 9, 10 pips on those trades. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Yeah. The only reason I was willing to take that trade is because the stop loss was very tight. We were pushing up. We were pushing up. There's nothing to do right now. Price is pushing up, coming very possibly towards 3367, but we're inside the liquidity candle, so price can pull back at any time. Yeah, 3367. The only reason I attempted sells on that was because of the tight stop loss. 12, 15 pips. Yeah, that's okay. Just to give your trade a chance with the very tight stop loss is fine. If it makes sense, and that made sense, there was 3,350, psychological round number, liquidity candle, 30-minute resistance form, so everything lined up, but it's too bullish. It's a counter trend trade. Hence, it was a very risky trade to take. Now we are 270 pips away from the EMAs. Like to see price pull back, create support, and push up. Until then, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Unless we push up here, form clear 30-minute resistance again, and a tradable 30-minute back candle closes yet again from here, then maybe you can look to take sells from 3367 to come down. But the better trade is a pullback, support, and continuation. Price could push up all the way here and then pull back as well. We could push up to 3367, then pull back, create support, and then continue to this, to 3378. Yeah, that would be better. If price gets through this liquidity candle, comes to 3367, then pulls down, then pulls back or retraces to around 3350, and then we get a trade from here to push up. That's about a 250, 260 pip trade to go up from this candle right here, from this area. This rally, base rally that's forming here, this demand level that's now forming. That'll be a better trade to take if price gets up here to 3367, then pushes down about 140, 150 pips, and then we get support, 15-minute support to push back up here to this to 3378 or 3379. That'll be the trade that I will want to take. Yeah, maybe news, but it's also this this level here was a decision level, right? So price created support and then can push straight up, and this isn't a decision level because this one is a cleaner area for price to come to. So this candle took out this low. If you look on the 4-hour time frame, yeah, that's the zone. What's this low? This low is 194, 152. Yeah, that's the 194, sorry. That's the zone there. This low here. And this candle took this out. So price should get here, 3367, and then we might get a push down. Either today or tomorrow. Could be tomorrow, starting Asian session tomorrow. But to get up there, there's still easily about a 150, 160, or maybe even 200 pip move up. And that is why I want to look for buys. I want to pull back and to look for buys to get up there. 3367-ish area. So maybe even above 3367. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm in favor of buys, as I said, as I've been saying. That those sells were just trying to test this area to see if it will push down about 70 pips, but it didn't. But very bullish. I would not try to take sells again. Maybe sells if we come up here, if we come up to 3378, 79, maybe I'll look to take sells because that's another 240 pips away. Yeah, that could be possible if you get up to this liquidity candle. But inside this liquidity candle, I'll probably try to avoid sells. Maybe, let's see. I'd need to see a very clear resistance form and a very good tradable back candle close, a very strong bearish candle close to take sells deeper in this liquidity candle to come down. Or even to come to 3350. The better trade today are the buys. Wait for the pullback. Wait for 30-minute candle to close. This candle should close. It's closing now. 2 minutes. Should close up here. Let's see. Where is this candle going to close? It should close above this resistance. It should close above the resistance. For price to continue higher, it should close above this resistance. And then the next candle has a wick to fill, has a range to trade into, and then continue. So yeah, buys it could come in later. Now we've seen this NY session, nothing NY session. Yesterday, nothing, just sideways movement. Same could happen today. Just get sideways movement, and then later on, second half of NY session, there could be a trade. I'll probably be looking for that the trade second half of NY session. Yeah, we're closing above, should close above this resistance here. Should close above this back candle. Yeah, we closed just above this resistance, just a few pips above it. Next one has a range to trade. Could break the high, could trade into this wick, break the high and continue higher. We form support as well. But I'm not looking to buy here. It's inside a liquidity candle. I'm not looking to buy here. Okay, I'm going to wait for the candle to close. We've got about 29 minutes. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Any questions on the analysis or what I'm waiting for, you can always post a message in the chat. I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, we're trading into this wick now. Previous candle closed above this resistance here, this bear candle. And the next candle now we created a bottom wick, tap 3350. We're trading into this wick. Once we break the wick, we should continue higher. Yeah, it'd be nice if price pulls back here around the London high and then continues up to this area. There's a lot of the move has happened over nearly 550 pips from the market open. Asian and also London. I just think we might range for the first 2 hours of NY, first 3 hours of NY session, and then later on around 10 a.m. EST start getting a move up, 10 a.m. or even 10:30, 11 a.m. EST. Similar to this, we closed above 3289, this 30-minute candle, and then after that just pushed up. Let's see. NY sessions have been last maybe for the last month and a half longer. I think probably month and a half or longer. It's been absolutely crap. You hardly get any moves. The first 2 3 hours of the NY Open, there's nothing. Let's take a look at this liquidity candle since we're here. We'll delete this and redraw this. Okay. bring that there. 158. Yeah, we're pushing up. We're pushing up now. Heading to 3367. Broke the high. I think that's better. 332.58. Yeah, we tapped this. Yeah, that's the one on the 5-minute. This one we broke. Price came deep, broke it, came deep here, 3350. Then today came deep, deeper in, created support, broke, tapped that, broken this liquidity candle. Yeah, maybe those cells didn't make sense at all now. It's way deep inside the liquidity candle. Coming up there. Yeah, this is correct. Now we've broken this liquidity candle, so we can get rid of it. Tap this one, the 5-minute. Tapped it once here. This is the second tap. You should get a reaction here. Let's see. Let's see. If I'm taking sells, I want clear 30-minute resistance formed, clear 30-minute tradable back candle close to take the sells to come down. We've tapped this candle for the second time. That's the first right there. Here. 5-minute candle tapped here, push down. What's this high? 57.92. 58.04. We broke that high. Yeah, let's wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this 30-minute candle to close. If we close bearish, how wide is this candle? 120 pips. Wow, that's a lot. Let's see. Let's see. We have to wait for the candle to close. 30-minute resistance must form. Only then. Only then. Or price could just continue to push up. The candle could close a doji. Next one could break the high, continue higher to 3367. We have to wait. Either way, we have to wait for the candle to close. It's about 11.5 minutes for the candle to close. Until then, there's nothing to do. Just wait. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm waiting for the 30-minute candle to close. The plan is if we form 30-minute resistance and a tradable, solid tradable 30-minute back candle closes, strong bearish move down, then we look for the pullback, take the sells to come down. If it doesn't, we just wait for the next candle. Wait for the next candle to close. That's it. If this candle closes a doji, then I'm doing nothing, just waiting for the next candle to close. I'm not looking to buy here. It's too close. 30-minute support is formed. 15:30. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. 28. These are buys. You know what? I'm taking buys here. Very small buy here. Anticipating price to push up. Stop loss under here. Buy here and a buy here. The reason for that is 30-minute support formed above this. We've broken the zone. The zone's broken already. We've come and price could be pushing up to 3369. Yeah, 3369. We could be pushing up to 3369. This candle broke this low. This is the most recent low of a candle that broke a previous M15 high, and we've tapped 33.52 optimal entry. Should have got in there. That's okay. And this one broke this low inside pre-NY. That's the lowest low. 709, 804. $33.67. That's about 105 pips. Let's see if this bullish move can push price up. 7 minutes for 30-minute candle to close. 4-hour candle is closing bullish. Still an hour 7 minutes, long time for the candle to close. Should continue to push up here. I have a pending order here. 57 modify. 33.50. Yeah. Let's see if we can get there. I've taken buys here. This would have been better buys here or even 33.50, but I've got in a bit late. Stop loss under 33.47. The reason for that is price has broken this 4-hour supply zone already. There's a liquidity candle here, but the next supply zone is up here. And inside that liquidity candle is 33.67, where I'm anticipating price to push to because we are bullish. 30-minute support has formed right at 3350. If you go to the 50-minute time frame, this candle took out this low, and this candle took out this low. So highest, that's the most recent high to the lowest low, and we've tapped the optimal entry already. Price is trying to break this high to continue higher. Stop loss 33.47. All right, it's got this trade running. Let's see. Fill the wick, we should continue higher. There's been a lot of bullish volume. If we can break this high, this candle high, if we can break above this zone here, 61.33. If we can break above this high, we should continue to push up. That's the source of the move. Drop, base, drop. Drop, a base, and a drop. First reaction, form supply, continued down. 550 pips down. Now it's coming here for the second time. Is there enough bullish volume to push price through it, or are we going to get a reaction and continue down? I've taken a trade there, anticipating there to be enough volume to continue higher. But it has come right at the edge of a liquidity candle. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Wait for candle closes and then we'll see if we can push, if price is going to push through or not. 30-minute candle needs to close bullish. That's the first thing. 30-minute candle needs to close bullish. And the next one then possibly respect this low, break the high and continue higher above 33.61.33 to get to 33.67. It's got a minute more for the candle to close. And if it closes bullish, then the 1 hour candle closes bullish. We formed a rally base here right at 33.50. Yeah, I'll be willing to hold this trade even down here. Let's look at the 50-minute time frame for support resistance levels. There's one here, 33.49. Let's take a look left. 33.49. Yeah, 33.49. Yeah. We closed bullish. 1 hour candle closed bullish. Probably coming down to create a bottom wick to continue higher. 30-minute, almost a bullish doji. Almost. We should continue high. There's a wick. There's a range for this candle to trade into. This is good. 33.49 is good. Can manage risk there. The next one, 33.45. Yeah, 33.44 is next. Yeah, but I don't think I'm willing to hold this trade beyond 33.49 or 33.47. Yeah. It needs to break the high and continue higher. Hmm. Fifty 55. See if you can push up. Tap the optimal entry yet again, second time. Yeah, so how long have we been here now? 1 hour, 35 minutes. Okay. So I've taken buys here. Probably manage risk around 33.49. Hard stop loss under 33.47. If you get to 33.47, I close everything, right? I've got a pending order here, 33.50.55 and just under 33.50. 33.50, 1 second. $49.22. Yeah. 33.49.25, 33.50.50. Anticipating price to push up, but if we come here, I close everything. Close everything. Anticipating this bullish volume to continue to push price up, but got to remember that this is just the second time we've tapped here, and the liquidity candle is hardly been tapped. It's just by a few pips. I think 4 pips the last time, and now about 5 pips. So this liquidity candle could push price down. I'm anticipating the bullish volume to push price above 33.58 and continue to 33.67. All right, we've been very bullish. 30-minute support did form just above 33.50. That makes sense. The candle, this price broke above this supply zone, 1 hour supply zone. This high is 58.04. This high is 57.92. So we've broken above that supply zone. I still have the supply zone here because I want to see if price is going to react to it. Okay. Now let's see if price was going to push down and stop me out here, or we're going to continue up. If we break below 33.49, I think I might close a couple of positions. Let's see. I'm anticipating the bullish move to push price up. I still have about 50 minutes, 51 minutes for the 4-hour candle to close. Did we break the low? This candle? 50.09, yeah. 50.06, yeah, we broke the low. 50.05, 50.09. Got to be careful here now. Got to be careful. If we break this low, what is this low? 40.40. If we break this low, then we're going to come down. Should respect this low and continue. Yeah, if you break this low, I'm going to close few of my positions. $48.40. Yeah, coming down, I think. Yeah, closed a couple there. Manage risk. If we come down to 33.47, I'm closing everything. Seems like we're coming down. Let's see. Are we going to stay above here? Close back above 33.50 or coming down? And that'll be my second trade for the day, and that's it. I'm done after this. Yeah, we're coming down. Let's see. What's this, 20 pips? Yeah, let's give it a shot. 20 pips. Coming down, huh? Are we? 15-minute candle. Yeah, we're coming down. We're coming down. Got my finger on the trigger here. I close partial positions here, right there. Yeah, we're closing bearish. I'm closing. 20 seconds more. Yeah. Close another couple of positions. I'm uncomfortable with this. Yeah, I'm closing. Yeah, closed everything. And that's it. And that's it. Once you break this, then we're coming down. Yeah, we're coming down. 15-minute close bearish, no bottom wick. 30-minute might close bearish as well. Let's see. Okay, I'm done. Not looking to take any more trades. We're just, in fact, we're doing nothing here. We broke this low. Once we broke this low, I'm not interested in this trade. Should have respected this low and continued higher. All right, that's it. Yeah, it's just been a lot of up and down movement. Clean moves happen in the Asian and London. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do our analysis and hopefully we'll have a trade tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday is NFP, so we should have some volume tomorrow and day after. All right, take care. See, it was a good close. Good close. We're coming down. Coming down. All right, take care. See you guys tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. EST. See ya.